I watched the Chainsaw Man movie like 2 weeks ago, and it was really good. First of all, the animation is incredible. It's consistent to season 1 with how realistic and movie-like everything looks. But like now it's an action movie. The budget is like a lot more, and it shows. Every shot of this movie is just drop dead gorgeous. Even the scenes of people just talking look amazing. Every scene with Denji and Reze was just butterflies. Aki's just hanging out with his twink partner. And my favorite scenes, the kiss scene. Oh my god. The kiss scene was like really good. Like, the fireworks, the colors, the music, they truly like gave that initial reveal so much deserved weight, and like I felt it. The visual of Reze covered in blood, that transformation. Side note, I really like the voice of Reze. It's very mommy ASMR coded. And of course, the action scenes were just flippin' amazing. It was absolute bonkers, glob knockers out of this park, blah, 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 blah. It just like kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Frankly, at the end, I was just very overstimulated. You know what the Reze arc reminds me of? Jesse Pinkman's arc in season 2 of Breaking Bad. Think about it. Jesse and Denji are both young men who are in a dangerous line of work, and in the sort of early part of their story, they meet a beautiful black-haired girl who's a similar age to them, and they bond, and they hang out, and they fall in love, and ooh la la, and they talk about running away together. The girl dies. And it's kind of their business/groomer's fault. The first time Denji and Reze meet, she is soaked in rain. One of their core memories is Reze teaching Denji how to swim. They are both bound together on the ocean floor at the end and drown. Water represents vulnerability in the case of Reze, because with her powers, she can't explode underwater. And I think it's kind of a symbolic way to communicate to the audience that even though she said that she was manipulating Denji, and she was like not being for real at all, part of it was her being actually vulnerable. The audience has a different perspective compared to the characters in the story. We know things that characters in the story don't. We can know what a certain character is thinking even though another character can never know that. We can read what the author's perspective is towards the story, or we can reread past events and analyze it more in depth. We can even reimagine the story. We can have our own headcanons and write fanfiction and theorize. This is just the nature of stories. To be real with you, Chad, I cry a lot when I watch things and read things, and just in general. I don't know. I think I'm just I don't know. And like before watching this movie, I expected to cry when I was gonna watch this movie, but like I wasn't really sure. You know, I read the manga like 2, 3, 4 years ago now, so like the events of the story weren't exactly clear to me. But I remember the Reze arc had a sad ending. But you know, I watched the movie and I was touched. I was like, ooh, this is nice, this is lovely. And the action scenes were like, I was overstimulated. And then it was like nearing the end and the conclusion, right? And I was like, oh, there's like 5 minutes left in the movie. I didn't cry at all. Yay! And then Reze said her last words.
Denji-kun, 本当はね、私も学校行ったことなかったの。
Reze was the only girl to ever actually like Denji, at least like romantic style. Like Makima, groomer. Himeno, groomer. Like Power kind of likes Denji more in a sibling way, and Asa's just kind of weird. There's this one moment in the movie, and it's really small, but like They're kind of perfect for each other. Think about it. They have a lot in common. They both make inappropriate jokes. They both have devil powers. They both grew up as orphans and ended up being groomed to fight and risk their lives. They both never went to school. Maybe if Makima had never been there, things would have been a lot more different. They could have learned more about each other. They could have laughed more together. They could have helped each other, protected each other. They could have ran away from all this shit together. And maybe Reze would finally have someone on her side. And all the horrible shit that happens to Denji afterwards just wouldn't. But I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. All we can do is imagine, or write fan fiction, or fan art, or just cry. Because after all, this is just a 1 hour and 40-minute movie. It's pure bliss, but it's fleeting, and as time goes on, these feelings will be insignificant. They will be forgotten. Denji will never know Reze ran after him.
Why did you leave me?